Hey everyone, I'm making a video to follow up from one I did about JewWario about a week ago. It's obviously not scripted, so please excuse the rambling. Basically, I'm feeling a lot better now, and I'd like to thank all of you for your support. Some very kind words that you had, and overall, it was just very positive, and that's the main reason why I've left the video up as long as I have. It's because I felt that perhaps maybe because like your support had been so helpful to me in working all this out in my mind, that maybe some other people might be able to get something out of it. So that's why I've left it up as long as I have. But I will be taking it down eventually. Not like deleted, just going to be unlisted. It's going to be linked in this video, and it's also going to... But I just wanted to talk about this whole thing a little more, and just explain, like, how I'm feeling, what's going to happen going forward, and all that. So one thing I didn't really touch on, I realized in the video, is like why exactly JewWario, Justin Carmichael meant so much to me. And a lot of people, well, no, I'm not say a lot of people, most of you were all very, nice and supportive, but a couple of people were, thought, I was overreacting, melodrama, excuse me, being beta, and all that stuff. But you see, this one thing, the thing about JewWario, see, I have a number of friends. They've had problems with depression, suicide attempts, self-harm, that sort of thing. It's gotten to the point where in the past I've literally had to wrestle a knife out of one of my friends' hands. And so I'm dealing with this sort of thing. And what happened to JewWario and all that is, I've always seen that as this is why I need to be there for people. This is why, this is what, he was an example of someone who didn't get the support he needed at the right time, and a lot of people cared about him, and all that. And so so he's always been very close to my heart in that regard. And yeah, I recently completed a theater degree, and any time when I've been acting, the last 4 years, and I've needed to feel sad or something, I thought of him, including a part in a musical of what was it, We Will Rock You, I did recently. There's a part where the song Only the Good Die Young plays, and I thought of him. And I don't think he ever quite got me to cry until last week's video. Not quite. But yeah, so, overall, I'm feeling a lot better. And no thanks to you. No, I'm feeling a lot better thanks to you guys. And you've had a lot of different points of view, and they've all been very helpful in different ways. And I think basically my end takeaway has been to just kind of let him go from my mind. There's an author, Matthew Riley, and he has a character in his book Scarecrow who's suffering from a lot of PTSD because he's a soldier, and he has this mental way of dealing with it where he envisions his mind palace, kind of like Sherlock, mind palace, as a submarine, which he can purge off individual rooms. Just kind of let them go, and that's kind of been what I've decided to do. I would encourage people to try not to harbor any anger for him, because Life's too short, frankly. One thing I didn't touch on enough, I feel, was the victims. And, you know, cliche to say, my heart goes out to victims. I don't believe they've properly revealed themselves. I'm led to believe they don't want to. So, I'm not going to really look into it. And I'd say, people aren't worth pestering and going after for something like this. Now, what JewWario did was terrible, and it's difficult to, reconcile this. But, what's done is done. And it seems a bit terrible to say because, there were real world victims. People were hurt by this. But yeah, as I said, I'm just letting it go. If you know what I mean. And that doesn't mean I'm forgiving him. But I'm not the one who's going to judge him. I'm probably not going to watch his stuff again. I'm probably, for a number of reasons, from recent events, I'm not going to watch, probably the anniversary movies where I first discovered him, that guy with the glasses. But, yeah. I'm not forgiving him, but, I'm not condemning him. He's just kind of becoming a non-issue to me. Also, another issue that I had, that a lot of people give me some advice on, is the tribute video I did to him 2 years ago. Yeah, I know he died 4 years ago, and that's a story and a half on its own. Yeah, I don't want to bore you with that. So basically, I've made some changes to it. I'm keeping it up for now because it does serve as part 1 of a series. I've changed it from JewWario tribute to you can play this tribute. I've fiddled around with some of the description text. Sorry, camera battery died there. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, so yeah, the tribute video, things have been switched around. And, I rewatched bits of it. And, I'm happy with the script of that video. Completely happy with the script, but it's really poorly just made. It's like, there are spelling mistakes all over the shot. The video files had been converted like 3 or 4 times to get them compatible with Movie Maker because I used a ghetto ass old camera. And sorry. And the audio is crap for a bunch of reasons, and like even one like random clip had like it was compressed and like it's edited in the wrong places and like but basically yeah, I'm not happy with it, and I don't have any attachment to it being for JewWario anymore. Before it was like if I was gonna remake it, it would be to divert people away from the old one, which back then I didn't want to do because it was for JewWario. Now so yeah, that video is gonna come out. A remake of that video is gonna come out with the next one in line, which will be Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, the English version, also known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Tri-Holy God Advance. So they're gonna come out together. And yeah, so I'm gonna remake it. In terms of other things that's gonna happen in the future, I've got a cheap controller review for PS2. I've got a Road Rage 3 coming out. A couple other things. Yeah. I really struggled with working out what to do with that Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Because I'm, a terrible person and a monster and all that, throughout this whole debacle I was, typing in JewWario into the YouTube search bar and, yeah, seeing where my video was, and it was, you know, juggling up and down, you know, on like the first top 10, you know, results. But surprisingly and worryingly, if I'm honest, always above my video where I talk about, you know, what had happened recently was that tribute video. In fact, at one point it was immediately below Angry Joe's video. In fact, I think it was even above at one point. Who's basically the only tribute that stayed in the first page. And at one point, this is the point where I'm like, you know, I really should work out what I'm doing. My two videos with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tribute on top and the other one about, like, you know, the allegation video down below, sandwiched "You're Not Stupid." Are there any other situation? Like, yeah, so no, that's what's happening. I'm not going to delist the original YCPT tribute, but I am going to take it off the playlist. Yeah. I think that's all. I'd just like to say thank you all so much. Now, the original video where I talked about the allegations, that's going to be taken off fairly soon, because I'd been deciding this whole time that I was going to leave it up until it stopped being watched. I know that sounds like a kind of, you know, like a cynical view-grubbing thing to say. I mean, that video has gotten me more subscribers than, like, you know, almost any of them, like over 50. I mean, check what my subscriber count is now, but, like, you know, when I put that thing up, I had 123. And now, I guess I'll never get to do my 169 subscriber special, which I was planning to do. Not because of that, because it's the red dwarf number of Lister. But, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know, I kind of feel bad about that, but, you know, you guys are here because, you know, you want to be, and who am I to tell you not to be here? But yeah, so, yeah, thank you all once again. Thank you for subscribing and showing your support that way. Thank you for commenting. Thank you, especially Mia. You were a good person to be able to talk to you during all this. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of good things came out of that comment section. That's why I don't want to completely take it down. So I'm going to delist it, link it in this video. It's also on my Twitter, technically, because I didn't actually realize when I was uploading it that I had all my videos set to auto, you know, link to Twitter, so I just kind of left it. I mean, everything was just kind of stock with that video. I didn't want to put effort into it. Not effort. I didn't want to think about what I was doing. I just wanted to kind of put it out there, and it really helped. Thank you all. So many nice comments, and I hope other people help them. Oh, and the best thing that happened is, guys, you won't believe this, right? You won't believe this. I got my first Kill Yourself. Yeah, I got KYS. Yeah, I've only got, like, you know, 100 and whatever subscribers, you know, and I'm a white male. You know, KYSs are hard to get with that. I mean, it's like the YouTube equivalent of big boy pants right there. Yeah, I'm really YouTubing now. Yeah, thank you guys, and you know, I'm gonna try and do my best with this next video, and, you know, hopefully, you know, make it worth it. I still encourage anyone to comment if they, you know, if they want to talk about something to do with JewWario on this video, as well as the old one. And yeah, all I can say now is thank you. Thank you all. And, you know, I just got an idea, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm just on the fly. I'm gonna leave you with something that I still believe that has, given the recent events, you know, has new meaning. And that is, despite all of this, despite anything you're feeling, you're not stupid.